Welcome to Deformment of Collegiate and Technical Education. The topic name is Shear Force and Bending Moment. This is Unit 3. I am going to give a presentation of Session 7. The subject name is Strength of Material. This is for 3rd Sem Mechanical Engineering students. I am going to cover 3 contents. Firstly, concept of simply supported beam with point load. Secondly, concept of simply supported beam with uniformly distributed load. Thirdly, we will have one problem, simple problems on simply supported beam with point load. Okay, before going to start with these contents, I am going to have the previous session introduction part. Firstly, we come across what is the definition of beam, what are the types of beams we come across, and after that what are the types of loading conditions also we have been to in previous sessions. After that we have solved cantilever beam problems with point load also and UDL also. This simply supported part is not at all like as we have in cantilever beam. In cantilever beam, as the name indicates, one side is fixed, another side is free, but it is not like that happen in simply supported beam. As the name indicates, simply supported, we are going to give the support to the beam with a simple name. Just we are going to give a support to the beam. For that reason, that name indicates we are calling it as simply supported beam. Okay, we come across what would be the concept of simply supported beam with point load. Okay, I am going to give the introduction part to this diagram. We are having A part at left hand, we are having B part at right support, and we are having one loading conditions on the beam at C point. This point A to B we call it as beam. This we call it as beam. This we call it as beam. This beam part we have come across. What do you mean by simply support? Simply support means we are going to give simply support at both ends. Just we are going to give the support. Whenever the support required, we are going to give the support. Whenever we are not required, we have to remove the supports. These two are called as supports. Okay. You have to remember, whenever the support is there in the beam, there will be reactions. There will be reaction. When that reaction will happen? When we are going to give the load to the beam from the upside, then the reaction happened at the supports, both the supports. This condition you would have known. Whenever these loading conditions are there on the beam, the reaction will happen at the supports. Okay, I am going to give the brief about this concept. I am going to give one load condition at the midpoint of the beam. The load is at the midpoint of the beam. This is the midpoint. I am going to give a load. This is the midpoint. I am going to give a load. Now I have to, after giving load to the condition, we come across how much reaction happened at A, how much reaction happened at B. This is the condition. Okay. First, therefore, the reaction at support A and B are. Okay. Firstly, this RA into this distance. How much it is having? This RA into 1, because this length I am taking as 1 is equal to upward. This would be upward force, and next will be downward force. Downward force is equal to, this would be W. This would be W into half of this, 1 by 2. Total distance is 1, half this means 1 by 2. Now RA is equal to W by 2. W by 2 is also written as 0.5 W. This 0.5 W is, this would be the RA value. As a symmetrical condition, this RA equals same load, and this RB also, RA also equal having load, and RB is equal to equal having, by the principle of symmetry. For that reason, RA is equal to RB is equal to 0. W. This is also written as 1 by W by 2. W by 2. Okay. I'm going to erase these things. After that, I want to find out the moment, bending moment at C part. What is the definition of bending moment? Bending definition is the product of load into distance. Load into distance. How much distance it happened. Okay. I want to find out this load. I want to find out this load. This would be this distance up to this distance we have to determine. This load RA would be W by 2 into this distance is L by 2. L by 2 is 1 by 2. Or we are taking L, total length is L. L by 2 is equal to W into L divided by 4. W into L by 4 calculation. This completes the concept of simply supported beam with point load. Next one is concept of simply supported beam with uniformly distributed load. Uniformly distributed load. Firstly, I am going to give an introduction about this figure. This we call it as support, this we call it as support. Whenever load is applied from the upside, there will be reaction happen. This is the condition only. Okay. After that, how to find out reactions? How to find out reaction? Firstly, in cantilever calculation, we have converted this point load into UDL into point load. We have converted this into point load. Okay. Previously also we have come across. Okay. What is the RA? By calculation only, RA and RB is equal to W into L, W divided by 2. This is also written as 0.5 into W into L. Next is, what would be the shear force at any section x a distance of x from A? I want to find out the shear force at any section. I am going to take this section as one part. Okay, now I want to determine shear force at this part. From a distance of from here to here, I am taking distance as x part. Okay, from A. Okay, now I want to find out the shear force at x is equal to, this would be the Rx minus of this load. How much distance this load? W. This would be the W. How to find out the point load from conversion of UDL load into the point load? How to convert UDL into point load? W into x we have converted into point load. For that reason, they have taken W into x. Would have studied in cantilever beam also. RA is equal to, would have studied, we would have determined previously 0.5 W into L minus W into x. This is Fx at section XX. Shear force at section XX is equal to 1 W into L divided by 2 also we can call it, or 0.5 W into L minus W into x. This is the shear force at any section from a distance of x. Now I want to find out moment of inertia, bending moment at any section of at a distance of x from A. I want to, previously we have determined with shear force, now we have to determine bending moment. Bending moment means force into distance. Mx is equal to RA into x. This is RA, this is x. RA into x, this is the positive sign, we would have studied in sign conversion. After that, minus part is would have studied in from left to the section, always in bending moment calculation, downward force is taken as negative. For that reason, this negative they has taken W into x. W into x we have converted this UDL into point load into half of the component. Half of the component is x divided by 2 is equal to W into this RA we have previously determined. This we have determined 1 W into L divided by 2. For that reason, W into L divided by 2 into x we have written simply minus W into x square divided by 2. This is the bending moment calculation at any section from a distance of x from a point. Okay, now we also see that in this diagram the bending moment is 0 at A and B. This is a very important point you have to remember while doing problems in successive sessions. What is that condition we have to remember? Always remember bending moment at the support, where is support? At A we are having support, at B we are having support. You have to memorize that. This is the condition only. Bending moment at the support is always 0. There would be bending moment at A point is always 0, at B point is always 0, because we are having supports at A and B. For that reason, bending moment is 0 at A and B point. And increase in the form of parabolic curve at C. This is the C point, because I am taking at center part. Because why you are taking this C point? Because it's sign conversion from negative to positive. For that reason I am taking this part as C point. There would be in bending moment calculation, whenever the UDL load is there, you should have draw with the bending moment parabolic curve. For that reason they are saying increase in the form of parabolic curve at C. That is midpoint of the beam where shear force changes the sign. I already told whenever sign change from positive to negative or negative to positive, this midpoint we are going to take as midpoint of the beam of UDL distance. Okay. After that, directly I am going to give the formula for bending moment calculation at C point is equal to W into L square divided by 4 minus W into L square divided by 8. When we are taking LCM, the main bending moment at C midpoint C is equal to W into L square divided by 8. This completes the concept of simply supported beam with uniformly distributed load. I am going to give some conditions with regard to calculation of successive classes. You should have to remember first point, whenever there is a support, whether it is having I am going to give glance about this diagram. A and B points are two supports. Okay, in bending moment calculation, wherever the support is there, the bending moment calculation is always 0. That you have to remember that one. Wherever support is there, the bending moment calculation is 0. Okay, this is the condition. After concluding this concept of simply supported with point load and concept of simply supported with uniformly distributed load, we are going to move with one simple problem on simply supported beam with point load. Right, problem number 1. Before going to start with the problem, you have to understand the problem properly. Okay, what type of beam they have given, you have to remember. Which type of beam they have given? They have given simply supported beam of 4 meter long. Length they have given 4 meter, is subjected to 2 point loads of magnitude 2 kilonewton and 4 kilonewton they have given. Okay, and they have given distances also 1.5 meter and 3 meter from left support. First thing, you have to solve the problem, then only you can easily have the problem with proper even. Okay, after that they have asked draw the SFD and BMD diagram from the beam. I am going to give one more time. Length simply supported they have given 4 meter long, they have given 2 point load of magnitude they have given 2 kilonewton 4 kilonewton, and distances they have given 1.5 meter and 3 meter from left hand. You have to take every distance from left support only. Okay, firstly I am going to draw one beam like this. This is simply supported beam, this is simply supported beam. Okay, this total distance is 4 meter. 2 kilonewton distance they have given, 2 kilonewton they have given 1.5 meter from left support. This is left support, this is left support. From here to 1.5 given on load they have given. This is 2 kilonewton, and same from left support only they have given 3 meter. From 3 meter here 3 meter they have given another load of magnitude 4 kilonewton. Okay, this distance would be, total is 4. Already up to here we have 3, this part we call it as 1 meter. what are the diagram, this word format is converted into this diagram format. And in concept of simply supported beam with point load, I already been to you that in simply supported beam, firstly we have to calculate how much reaction happened at supports and how much reaction happens at both the supports. First support is A support, second support is B support. Okay, we have to determine, before going to do the calculation with shear force and bending moment, we have to determine the reactions, how much reactions happened at the supports. There will be one support at A, there will be one support at B. For that reason, the condition is that wherever support is there, there would be reaction when the load applied to the beam from the upside. Okay, this condition we are having. Firstly, how much RA and RB we are having? For this calculation, we have to do only forces. Upward force is equal to downward force. How much upward force? This RA would be upward force, this RB is upward force. For that reason, they have taken RA plus RB. And downward forces are 2 and 4. For that reason, downward force is taken as 2 plus 4 is equal to total 6 kilonewton. The total absorbing the magnitude on the beam is 6 kilonewton. Okay, now I want to calculate. I want to calculate the reactions. For that reason, I am going to take all the moments about A point. Wherever there is a moment, there will be definition that load into distance, load into distance, load into distance. Okay, for that reason, I am going to take all moment about this point, A point. Okay, this is upward force into distance. Upward force is RB into whole distance, from here to here distance is 4 meter. This would be upward force, and another one upward force, this is RA. RB, when we are taking moment at this point, distance is 0. For that reason, I am not taking this part into calculation. Is equal to downward force. Downward forces are this 4 into this distance, because up to here we are taking moment, all the moments we are taking. This is load 4 into this distance. How much? 3 meter. For that reason, 4 into 3 plus, and this into this distance is equal to 2 into 1.5. I think you would understood very well. Okay, after that, RB is equal to, this is 12, this is something 3. Okay, after calculating in the calculator, we come across RB is equal to 3.75. Put this RB value in this equation, I mean this part. You will get RA is equal to, this would be the 6 minus 3.75 is equal to RA value is 2.25 kilonewton. Okay, I think you well understood about this part. And RA we got is 2.25, RB we got is 3.75. Next part is we are going to calculate with shear force and bending moment calculation as we did in cantilever beams. Okay, this is the diagram and this is the calculation of shear force diagram. Okay, firstly, I am going to start the calculation from right. I am going to calculation from the right. I am not calculating calculation from the left side. I am only calculating in successive classes also. I am going to calculate from the right to the section only. From the right to the section only. Okay. Firstly, I am going to take a section at this part. I am going to take a section at this part for shear force calculation. Okay. In shear force calculation, this is right to the section. This is right to the section. In shear force calculation, from right to the section, upward forces taken as negative from negative and downward forces taken as positive. This is the sign conversion condition. In shear force calculation, from right to the section, upward forces taken as negative, downward forces taken as positive. I am going to take at section here. This would be only one upward force. This would be negative force as the sign conversion condition. For that reason, shear force at section B is equal to minus 3.75 kilonewton. Up to here also we are having same load, because up to here we are having same load. For that reason, shear force up to C point is same load, 3.75 into 3.75 kilonewton. After that, next I am going to take the section at after just after 4 kilonewton. Okay. After that, I want to calculate shear force at section B is equal to. Now, always calculation start with right corner. Always start calculation with right corner. Okay, always calculation start with right corner. Firstly, upward force, that will be negative force, this will be positive force as the sign convention. For that reason, upward force is negative 3.75 plus positive force is 4 kilonewton. For that reason, 0.25 kilonewton after calculating. Here we are having 0.25, up to here also we are having same load. For that reason, shear force up to D point is 0.25. Next, I am going to take section over just to the 2 kilonewton or D point. Okay, shear force at D also we have to calculate. Up to here we are having 0.25. Up to here we are having 0.25. Next is 0.25 plus 2 kilonewton. Why we are taking positive? Because right to the section in shear force calculation, downward force is taken as positive, upward force taken as negative. Okay, up to here we have. After that, there would be same loading condition up to here. For that reason, shear force up to A condition is 0.25 kilonewton. This completes the shear force diagram. Okay, next, this would be this is the diagram for that. Before going to draw shear force diagram, I am going to give one baseline. This would be baseline, right? Below part we call it as negative, we have to draw it, and above we have to draw positive values. Okay, first at B point we got with negative value. For that reason, at B point we are going to have to mark it 3.75. This is 0 point, this is 3.75. We have to draw one line. I am going to give one pen. I am taking this red part, right? From here to here 3.75. There would be same load up to C point. For that reason, I am taking up to C point. If we were having not uniformly distributed load, then the equal load is between the next section. Okay, up to here we are having same load. After that, at D point we got with at C point we got is 0.25, positive 0.25. We have to mark here positive 0.5. This is left line, this is midpoint. Just we got with that line we have to draw with vertical line. Okay, next part is there is no load between the 2 points, there will be horizontal line up to D point. After that we are having D point 2.2 load. 2.25 means it is more than 0.25. For that reason we have to mark here and we have to join with this. There is no load between these 2 points, we will horizontal line and join it. This would be the positive shear force diagram, this would be the negative shear force diagram. This completes the shear force diagram. Okay, next. Okay, next, bending moment diagram. Okay, I already been told wherever there is a support, there will be bending moment is 0 always. For that reason, bending moment at B is equal to 0, bending moment at A is equal to 0. Always 0. By calculation also 0. You have to satisfy the conditions. Only we require to calculate between the two supports. Only we have to calculate between the two supports. Only we have to calculate bending moment at section C, at the bending moment section at D. Okay, first I am going to calculate this one. Okay, in bending moment calculation from right to the section, upward forces are taken as positive and downward forces taken as negative. But it's not happened in shear force calculation. Shear force calculation from right to the section, upward forces taken as negative, downward forces taken as positive. But in bending moment calculation, upward forces taken as positive, downward forces taken as positive from right to the section. For that reason, I am going to take upward forces taken as positive. Positive 3.75. This is positive up to C point. How much we are having? We are having 1 meter only. 3.75. The unit of this bending moment is kilonewton meter. Why we are having kilonewton meter means force into distance. Next point is C section. This is C section. We have to calculate up to here bending moment. First, this is positive force into this distance. How much it is having? 3.75 into 2.5, because this would be 1 meter, this would be 2.5 meter. For that reason, we are taken as 3.75 into 2.5. Minus y would have taken, this is minus y would have taken. From right to the section downward, force is taken as negative. For that reason, I am going to take as negative. Negative 4 into this distance. How much? 1.5. And calculation wise, we are got with 3.375 kilonewton meter. Okay, even you can solve problem by calculation also, we will got 0 kilonewton only. How we have to do? I will glance very fastly. First, this is positive into this distance, up to this distance. How much? 3.75 into 4 total. Next, this would be negative. Negative into this distance. How much? 3 meter. After this into this distance, 1.5. Total would be, by calculation also, we got with 0 kilonewton meter. In every problem, wherever there is a support, there will be bending moment is 0 at the supports. Okay, after this we have to draw bending moment diagram. I am going to give one baseline over here. This is the continuation part and this is also continuation part. At the supports, this is also support 0, this is also support 0, right? At D point, at C point we got with 3.75. We got with 3.75, mark it 3.75. Okay, at D we got with 0.375. It is less than the 3.75. That reason we have to just below the 3.75 line. Okay, after that we have to join with A to D and D to C and D to B with straight line, because there will be no loading condition between the 2 points. For that reason we have to draw with straight line. If UDL is there, then we have to draw with a parabolic curve. This is the condition we come across in concept of simply supported with point load. Okay, I guess you people understood with you understood with how to draw the SFD and BMD also, and how to do the calculation of reactions and shear force calculation and bending moment calculation. The outcome of this session is the students are able to draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for simply supported beam with point load. Okay, after that I am going to give some multiple choice questions. You do as a homework and I have given 4 answers. We have to answer all those questions. Firstly, first question is a simply supported beam as shown in figure. This is the figure they have given. This is the figure they have given. This is the figure they have given. Okay, this is the figure they have given. They have asked to determine, find the shear force at section D. They have to determine shear force at section D. Before going to start with calculation of shear force at D, we have to calculate reaction at A, how much, reaction at B. Then only you are possible to determine shear force at D point. Okay, these are the answers: 2.5, 2.9, 2.2, 3.2. Any one of them you have an answer. Okay. Second question. This is the same problem, a simply supported beam as shown in figure. You have to determine the shear force at section A. Shear force at section A. How much force happened at A point? We have to determine. You are having 4 answers: 4 kilonewton, 4.9 kilonewton, 4.2 kilonewton, 5.2 kilonewton. Okay, this is the problem. You have to solve manageable with a good answers. And third question is a same problem, a simply supported beam with point load as shown in figure. You have to determine the bending moment at B point. How much bending moment at B point? Whether it is 2.5, 0 kilonewton, 2.2 kilonewton, 3.2 kilonewton. You have to answer carefully. Fourth question, a simply supported beam as shown in figure. Find the reaction at B. How much reaction happened at B? There would be 4 answers: 6.8 kilonewton, 8.9 kilonewton, 10.2 kilonewton, 12.2 kilonewton. Do proper calculation and get with the answers. Lastly, you have a simply supported beam as shown in figure, find the bending moment at E point. This would be the same diagram. You have 4 choices. You have to answer carefully. These are the answers to the MCQ questions. And thank you.